Dzień dobry. In Polish, this is hello. We will be learning about a new culture. Due to my background and my nationality, I feel qualified to speak on this topic. Polish culture and tradition are very important. Christmas Eve, Easter, and music and festivals mean a lot to them. Let's look into our first point. Easter. Easter is a big holiday for them. Instead of Easter dinner, they usually do a breakfast. They'll go to church the day before on Saturday. Anna Lubecka, an author of Creativity and Tradition in Cultural Communications, says, "The habit of attending the ceremonies of the Holy Week or having an Easter basket blessed in church on Easter Saturday." One thing that they would set out on the tables are painted Easter eggs that are wooden. Ones like these. And some of them have flowers on them. Anna Lubecka also says, from the same article, painted Easter eggs stood for new life, spring, and rebirth in the pagan tradition. Another thing that they would have as a symbol is the Easter lamb. Usually in Poland, the Easter lamb is made of sugar and cake. In the US, the Easter lamb is usually butter. A part of their meal that they would have is ham, kielbasa, bread, horseradish, and these are all for breakfast and brunch. They would also have this breaded dessert called babka. All those foods would be in their Easter basket that they would bring to church before to have blessed. And they believe it is a sin if you don't eat all the food that you had blessed. So you have to be very careful about what you put on your plate. Now that we have started in the beginning of the year, why don't we move in towards the end? Let's look into Christmas Eve. For Polish people, Christmas Eve is more important than Christmas Day. Vigila is called the name of their feast. It is in the evening, and they believe that you cannot eat until the Christmas wafer has been broken. The Christmas wafer is called a płatek. Anna Lubecka, an author of Creativity and Tradition in Cultural Communication, says, "A prayer as well as a reading of the Bible should start the meal, and then the family invited guests are to share a wafer, a symbol of Jesus, and to say wishes to each other as an act of forgiveness. Not only is it an act of forgiveness, but it is also meaning of good health and prosperity." One thing that they would do for the meal, they would set an extra plate out for any unexpected guests that they might have. And they would put hay under their tablecloth for the manger. Because of the Catholic tradition, during their meal, they eat no meat. They serve 12 dishes, and some of these dishes may consist of mushroom soup, pierogies, fish and seafood are served in place of meat. They have sauerkraut, mushrooms, sweet bread, cabbage, and vegetable salad, which is consisting of peas, carrots, and potatoes. They might also have cheesecake and poppy seed cake for dessert. Because it is Catholic tradition, like I said in the beginning, Christmas Eve trumps Christmas Day. So instead of doing gifts on Christmas Day, they do gifts on December 6th, which is St. Nicholas Day. My family tradition, we do a gift exchange for the kids on Christmas Eve. We do Christmas sing-alongs, and it is also very big that we have our Christmas bulbs out, ones like these. Traditionally, you would hand paint these bulbs and set them out. Steering away from some of the holidays, let's look into their love for their dress. That leads us into music and festivals. They're very big into their music and their folk costume. Types of costumes are based on the regions that they would live in. Usually they wear these dress on holidays, festivals, or for weddings. For the females, they always wear a white blouse like she has on here, a beaded and embroidered dress or vest. She wears a floral skirt, a white lace top on top of the skirt, She wears an apron. They always have boots on. And for one thing that they do with the females is, if you are a single female, you will wear a flower wreath on top of your head with ribbon, and that signifies that you are single. And if you're a married woman, you would wear a white scarf with your hair in a bun. For men, their dress is the striped trousers, a waistcoat, white tops as well, and they wear a vest, which is a little bit longer, so it's kind of a coat, and a cap that has a peacock feather called a plume. I'm hoping that now you feel more informed about some Polish traditions. The things we went over were Easter, Christmas Eve, and their music and festival.